Welcome back to another super exciting episode of The Breakdown. We're breaking into some boxes today. The patrons said they wanted to hunt dragons, and so what did I do? I brought them dragons. I bought them new dragons, and even a little hunt for some old dragons. That's right, and not one, but two of these bad boys. Oh, we're gonna hunt some dragons today. Believe me, and I hope we're gonna find some, and it's gonna be grand. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good week, a good day, a good time? How did your pre-releases go with Dragonstorm? Did you have a lot of fun with those? Did you hit a lot of good stuff? I hope everyone got some Mox Ambers, some Draco Genesises. I saw some of those sweet Dragon Scale fetch lands, and they are beautiful. So this set has been just a home run thus far. I think a lot of people will really enjoy the fact that it is back to a plane that they're used to, an existing plane in Tarkir, not so much like a Universes Beyond or, like a brand new plane. That's I think it's excited a lot of people. Not that Universes Beyond is a bad thing per se, but just going back to where we have been before, I think is pretty exciting. So, without further ado, let's just crack into some packs. Sit back, relax. We've got a few packs open up. I'm going to fly through these. I won't spend a ton of time on the commons and uncommons. We're just focusing on dragons. We're trying to hunt some dragons. We're trying to get some stuff for the patrons. So we're going to start off with a little appetizer with a Dragonstorm play booster here. So 36 packs. Again, it's going to be, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I really like this. This is Tarkir Dragonstorm. This is the newest set out right now. And so, yeah, let's just dive into it. Alex is in for 5. So good luck, Alex. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you. And let the fun begin. Yeah, this set just came out. It's been, 3 weeks now? 4 weeks since the pre-release. And again, I'm not going to spend a ton of times on commons and uncommons, so we're just going to fly through these and get to the good stuff. We got a Zergo, Thunder's Decree as your rare, and there's your not rares. I like the spirit token. It's kind of like spirit on the front, spirit on the back. Double the pleasure and double mint gum. Draco Genesis, Mox Jasper, still a big hit. Some of the dragons are pretty solid, so it's just all about it's all about dragons. I'm gonna move this microphone so you can see and I can see. Reigning Victor, Sonic Shrieker again, into a Mysterized Village. Nice. This is the blue land. This is the one that if you pay a blue and tap it, the next spell you cast this turn can't be countered. So it's like the old school Boseiju. Ooh, and there's one of those cool dragon land cards, the full art with the dragon shadow in the background. The eyes are specific to the collector boxes, but the shadow ones you can get, I think, in any variations of the packs. And they're really cool too. I think the shadow, the ominous dragon shadow, is pretty neat. Oh, let's roll right through this. Evolving Wilds, Great Land, Teeming Dragonstorm into a Felithar, Dawn of the Abzan. This is one of the new legendary creatures. Has trample. Whenever Felithar enters or attacks, you may sacrifice a non-land permanent. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. And we have a Jeskai Revelation. Nice, our first mythic of the day. And it's in that cool artwork where it's like got the black, almost like an ink blot to accentuate the full art text here, or the full artwork, I should say. Instant, return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Jeskai Revelation deals 4 damage to any target. Create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. Draw 2 cards. You gain 4 life. That is a lot of stuff happening at once. I like that. That's fun. Then your foil and your land and token. Nice. So a mythic and rare hit is always going to be nice. It's going to warm the old heart, if I do say so. All right, Alex, let's move right on here. Pack number 3. We got the Salt Road Pack Beast. Here we're going down that salty road. That means you've probably played Magic a time or two. Oh, we got oh man, that looked really cool for a second. I thought that might have been the Mox with that blue in the background. Awaken the Honored Dead is our rare for this one with Bear of Glory and your tokens here. Awaken the Honored Dead is pretty cool. It's a new saga. Destroy target non-land permanent. Mill 3 cards. You may discard a card. When you do, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. And so sagas are just like enchantments, but they have like these lores So they get a lore counter as the saga enters, and after your draw step, add a lore counter, sacrifice after 3. So it gets 3 things, and then it's gone. But it's fun. All right, Alex, last pack. I guess that was pack 4. Yeah, that makes sense. It's pack 5. Math. Math. Got an art card. I can tell because it says art series. A worthy cost. I thought that said worthy cat for a second. The worthy cat. Glacial Dragon Hunt, Desperate Measures into a Mardu Siege Breaker. So no dragons just yet, but Death Touch haste. When this creature enters, exile up to 1 other target creature you control until this creature leaves the battlefield. Whenever this creature attacks, for each opponent credit tap token that's a copy of the exile card attacking the opponent at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice those tokens. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like all the little birds they have in this set. It's like, you know, if you're not gonna fly on a dragon, at least fly on a really cool like looking bird. And there's your art card. That's a dragon. He's got little tiny legs and then big old wings. Yeah, I like it. Cool. All right, Alex. Let's put your rare here. Prices will be on screen. I don't know prices off the top of my head for everything, but anything over $2 will receive a price shout out. So I'll set your rares and stuff over here, and then Alex will be back later for our Baldur's Gate adventures. Next up, we have Justin in 4. I just erased it, but that says 4 Dragonstorm packs. So let's dig him out. 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we did it exactsies. Hooray! It's good luck, good fortune. Yeah, what I mentioned before. Yeah, how's your experience been with Dragonstorm? Throw me a comment if you've had a good experience or even a negative experience. Let's just hear about the funny thing that might have happened and someone, you know, swung a lot of stuff your board and created a lot of damage for you. There's a dragon, a Bloomvine Regent. This is the one that's got the omen. So it's kind of similar to the on an adventure mechanic. This one's called Claim Territory. Search library for up to 2 basic forest cards, reveal them, put into your battlefield tapped, and the other into your hand, then shuffle. And then you can play for its creature side, flying whenever this creature or another dragon you control enters. You gain 3 life. Dragon synergy, you love to see it. And there's your foil, your land, and your token. There's a dragon token with a warrior. Makes sense, right? Tarkir's all about the clans, the warriors, the zombies, the monks, the dragons. It's really cool. I like Tarkir's just fun. It's a lot of fun. I haven't personally got to draft it, but I've heard nothing but good things. Dragonclaw Strike into a Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Nice. This is one of the new lands that is specific to dragons. Tap to add a color, so you can tap to add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast Dragon Spell or an Omen Spell. Or tap, sacrifice this land, search your library for a dragon card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Dragon tutors are great, especially when they're, oh, nice, there we go, the first new dragon. New dragon alert. Wop, wop, wop. Urini, the song Unending. This card's seeing some play, I think, right now. 5 green, blue, red. So for 8 total mana, this is flying, protection from white and from black. Whenever Urini enters, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control. Plus it's a 10/10. In standard, you get this out. I mean, like, that's a 2-turn clock if their life's at 20. My goodness. And then there's your foil and your land. We've got a Dragon's Prey. You don't want to be that. Embermouth Sentinel. Sibsig into a Draco Genesis. Boom! There you go, Justin. One of the better hits in the set. Draco Genesis is just like Rooftop Storm for zombies, but this is for dragons. For 6 and 2 red, it's an enchantment. It says you may cast dragon spells without paying their mana cost. No, your eyes do not deceive you. It is that crazy. You get that out, you can empty your entire hand, go fetch for dragons, whatever you want to do with them, and play them for free. That card is so good. So major hit. Good job, Justin, on that hit. Draco Genesis is a bomb. An absolute bomb. Some people said it was too much, too bad. Too bad, so sad. Dragons are going to rule, is what it is. We got Roar of Endless Song, another saga. This one has the first 2 chapters being the same. You get to create a 5/5 green elephant creature token. And the last one, you get to double the power and toughness of each creature you control until the end of turn. So that 3rd chapter can be a game ender for sure. And there's some foils and your zombie druid treasure token. All right, Justin, I think you did pretty good. Draco Genesis is one of the best hits in the box, so pretty solid work. Justin will also be back later for some of the Baldur's Gate stuff. Next, we got Gavin. In for 6 Dragonstorm packs, we've got 1, and then can we do it again? I think this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang, I grabbed one too many. One too many. All right, 6 packs in for Gavin. Gavin, good luck. Thank you for your patronage, my friend. I hope you pull some gas as well. We got Bear of Glory, the Tempest Hawk, into our rare, which is a Windcrag Siege, a new enchantment. 1 red white. As this enchantment enters, you choose Mardu or Jeskai, so you get to choose a clan. You choose Mardu if a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger. This ability triggers an additional time. That's great. Attack triggers are great. Then Jeskai, at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. It gains lifelink and haste until it'll turn, so you get to make some creatures. Very on theme for red white. So pretty cool rare there for Mr. Gavin. And there's your foil, land, and token. Let me set this to the side here. The precons for this set, holy moly. I've some of the best precons I've played out of the box in a while. Again, kudos to everyone at Wizards who has a hand in making those, because they're just so daggone good. All right, our rare here is going to be Thunder of Unity. Nice, another saga. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life, and then it shares 2 and 3 whenever a creature you control enters this turn. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Another way to end the game, honestly, if you have a way to like just dump a bunch of stuff. Then we got an Anafrenza, the Unyielding Lineage. This is a Spirit Soldier, which has Flash, so you can play it at instant speed for 2 and a white. It is legendary as well. Has first strike whenever another non-token creature you control dies. Anafrenza endures 2. You get to put 2+1/+1 counters on it, or create a 2/2 white spirit creature token. That'd be pretty fun. I like that. That's fun for like some mono white shenanigans. We got your foil and an art card. Oh man, that art's so cool. Look at this Fox Monk, just balancing, having the time of his life, like smiling. I tell monks, you know, they're all like peaceful and calm until it's time to punch something, and they can punch pretty daggone hard. Let's get to the rare. The rare is a mythic, a Rot Curse Rakshasa. I had a hard time reading it because like the foil's kind of, or the ink's bleeding a little bit at the top there. This is the demon. For 1 and a black, has trample and decay. This creature can't block when it attacks. Sacrifice it at the end of combat. But it has renew. X and 2 black. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a decay counter on each of X target creatures. Activate only as a sorcery. Pretty unique mechanic, and it's a 5/5 for 2 with trample, so it can come in and do some damage pretty quickly. You got a couple foils here, and then a warrior dragon token as well. So nice little mythic hit there. I can see that being pretty nasty in a draft, for like a sealed or a limited style event. It's just the fact that it's a 2-drop, that's a 5/5 with trample. Get a couple of those out, like, you know, that's pretty nifty. And then I love that renew mechanic. I think that's obviously new to this set. It's a pretty cool thing for a couple different cards. We got Underfoot Underdogs, some Goblin Warriors. They're just having the times of their lives, just getting beat up. What better fun than getting beat up can a goblin have? Our rare is Rediscover the Way, another saga. This is one that says look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library for chapters 1 and 2. And then 3, whenever you cast a non-creature spell this turn, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. I think we spoke about that one already, because that game ender, that double strike, oof, that double strike could be nasty. Bear of Glory. Let's see, our rare is Hiding Here. Avenger of the Fallen, a human warrior, 2 and a black with Death Touch and Mobilize X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Whenever this creature attacks, print an X tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature token, sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Again, just some very unique mechanics in this set for sure. Speaking of warrior, there you go, there's your warrior. So we'll put your rare here. All right, Gavin, last pack for you, sir. Let's see a new dragon. I want to see another dragon. I want to yell new dragon alert really loud at the top of my lungs. Wake everybody up in the neighborhood. What better way could there be? Commons, uncommons, into a Hollow Merc Siege. That's that enchantment where you get to choose things. This one is Sultai and Abzan. Whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability triggers land once each turn. The Abzan says whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains a menace until end turn. I like the Abzan side. That seems pretty fun. Oh, nice. And a foil Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. So that land we talked about earlier in the foil treatment. And you get a nice art card as well. We got Derek in for one sealed pack. He's still doing his advent calendar thing, so Derek is not letting people know what he opens. He's just hiding it for the holidays, but then I think he's going to share what he opens. He better. That's going to be the contract I make him sign for that. So Derek is getting that one sealed. We'll set that one sealed one over there for you, my friend. Cool. Yeah, so next up we've got Adam in for 10. If there's some gas in here, chances are you're going to hit it with 10 packs. I actually had forgotten that they had changed the play boosters to now be only 30 packs instead of 36 packs, which is wild. So keep that in mind if you're buying play boosters now. They've changed recently to where that is now the case. Our rare is the Ambling Storm Shell, the Turtle, and a Codis. Nice, the Zombie Warrior. This is the Codis. This is not the one that comes in the Commander Precon. This is the different one. Indestructible. Whenever Codis deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of their library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. That seems like it'd be a fun deck to make for sure. Ooh, and you get a nice signed art card, Adam. That is pretty. That's a cool signature. That is Michael Walsh. I'm just going to fly through your commons and commons. We won't spend a lot of time here on that. I haven't on this video just because we got so much to open. Our rare, though, is a Stadium Headliner. Nice. The little one-drop goblin. 1 red for a goblin that has mobilized 1, and then 1 in a red. You can sacrifice this creature. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control the target creature. Pretty fun, because whenever it comes in, it gets to make a creature, has that mobilized, so that's pretty cool. Plus it's in that nice little artwork. I like it. And just look at the guy. How could you not love this little goblin? He's just so happy, just hopping on into the battle. Let's go. Again, don't become a dragon's prey. Where is the dragons? I want to hit more dragons. We got a Nature's Rhythm. Nice. This is an X and 2 green, and it has search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. And then this is the mechanic that's just bonkers. This Harmonize X and 4 green. You may cast this card from your graveyard. For its Harmonize cost, you may tap a creature you control to reduce the cost by an amount of generic mana equal to its power, then exile the spell. Crazy, because like you can have like a bunch of stuff pay for it and just go get whatever creature card you want and put it onto the battlefield. Like that to me is just so freaking good. The card drawing too, the red card that has the Harmonize in this set. Wow, chef's kiss, it's so good. Twin Bolt. I like Twin Bolt. Twin Bolt deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. It's an instant for 2. It's just a good little burn spell. Always happy to see burn spells get it. We've got the Quarry Mountain into a, oh nice, a new mythic, the Perennination. 3, a white, black, and a red. This is a sorcery. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a hexproof counter and an indestructible counter on it. So you're returning something for high cost, but it's like a super reanimate because it gets a hexproof and indestructible counter on it. I like that at all. Then we got a super bent Tranquil Cove and a warrior token. Nice. I mean, if you're gonna get something bent, like the token is probably the best thing to get bent, just so nothing happens to it. But that mythic is nice and pretty, so no worries there. These kind of have some bend. This soldier got a little bend to it as well. Well loved, I guess, would be the term here. We got Citadel into a Stillness in Motion, a blue enchantment. Nice. Rally Monastery, and then a soldier token. Next pack for Adam. Next pack for Adam. Next pack for Adam. That's a little song I like to sing for Adam specifically. Oh, Teresa Light Shatter, an Oak Wizard for 2. Orc Wizard, not an Oak. Orc Wizard. 2 in a red with haste. Whenever Teresa enters, discard 2 cards and draw that many cards. Whenever Teresa attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, exile a card at random from your graveyard. You may play that card this turn. That's pretty fun. I like that. That is a unique mechanic for sure. Oh, nice. And then a Jeskai Revelation. It's the one that's got all the abilities on it. Remember, you get to deal 4 damage to any target, create 2 1/1 white monks with prowess, draw 2 cards, you gain 4 life. Another mythic for Adam. See, the song worked. You're welcome, Adam. If this is stuff in it, then I'm just going to have to sing every time. That's just how it's going to be now. Commons, uncommons into a Magnetic Hellkite. New Dragon Alert! For 2 and a 2 red, this has flying. Whenever this creature enters, destroy target non-basic land destruction. An opponent controls, its controller searches their library for a basic land card, puts it on the battlefield, tap with a stun counter on it, then shuffles so it can untap during its normal untap step. It just removes the stun counter, so it's like kind of nice but not nice. And Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant. One in the red, when Sarkhan enters, you may behold a dragon, reveal one. If you do, create a treasure token. Whenever dragon you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Sarkhan until end of turn. Sarkhan becomes a dragon in addition to its other types and gains flying. Sarkhan is basically just as close to a human being that is a dragon as you can possibly come. There's so many variations of Sarkhan where his like ability is like to become this dragon, or you know, once he does this, he is a dragon. Like, I love it. So nice hit. He's just that dude. He loves some dragons. He's like a dragon, like conservatives. Yeah, whatever. No, stop. Whoa, nice. Special guest, Arid Mesa. Boom, Adam. Fetch land. This is the special guest. Mythic. Tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice this land, search number for a mountain or plains card. Pull the battlefield, then shuffle. Heck yeah, what a good hit. And a play booster pack. That's what you want right there. Plus your normal rare is the black land, the great Arashan City. This one, you can pay 1 and a black to exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token, so a little bit of utility on that. So heck yeah, this was a good pack. Nice. I was not ready for the special guest. It caught me way off guard. For some reason I was thinking you can only get special guests in the collector boosters, but I remember now that you can't get them in. It's just the dragon scale versions I think you can only get in the collector boxes, but you can get the regular fetches in the play boosters, obviously. Teamer Battle Crier. Look at that horse. That boy thick. And then let's just roll through these commons, uncommons into a Yathan Road Watcher, the Human Scout, and then a Snakeskin Veil. I love this card. Such a good little sneaky protection card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control against Hexproof until turn. It can't be the target spells or abilities your opponents control. And it's an instant. I love it. It's a foil version of it. Mountain and Spirit. Alright, let's finish up this box. Our last patron for this box is the OG patron himself, and that would be Hunter. Hunter is in for the final 4 packs of the box. Move Hunter over here. We've got 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 packs for Mr. Hunter. Hunter, good luck. I think if anything remains in this box that is good, statistically, with you having the final packs, you should have a good line in getting them. I think my sources doth tell me so. We got our rare, which is the Dragonfire Blade. Nice. This is a cool little equipment. For 1, you can play this. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has hexproof from monocolored. Equipped 4, this ability costs 1 less to activate for each color of the creature it targets. It's as if the metal itself rages. What is that on it? Did it come off the back of the other card? It didn't. I'm not sure what that is. A little misprint, maybe? Interesting. Maybe. You never know. The misprint community, you know, if you're one of those members, let me know if that's worth anything. You never know with the misprints. It does have like a raised feel to it, so it feels like glue or something possibly came off of it. Shrug. I know they like the miscuts, so like the stuff that's like been like chopped in half or merged with another card or has like, you know, some weird inking stuff to it. So you never know. Look through your bulk and see if you got some misprint stuff, because it could be worth some bank. And our rare here is the Quarry Mountain Monastery. So this is the red land. For 3 in red, you can tap it to exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Very on theme with the red. That is a very common mechanic they have given a lot of red cards here lately, is like exiling cards and then playing them until the end of that turn or the following turn, which it needed. Reds always kind of struggle with card draw that doesn't have like a discard drawback, so it's a pretty cool way to kind of like have something specific for the color red. We got the Adorned Crocodile. Man, that crocodile is pimped out. Look at all of that gold. And then our rare would be right, Shaw. The Lycid Prowler, the Snake Ranger. Oh man, a new dragon. This is an uncommon one, but it's so pretty because it's in that dragon frame. Karak the Guardian. Oh man, it's sick. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. We'll put that in a cool pile. It's probably not worth anything because it's uncommon, but that's a dragon, and I'm that dude that loves dragons, so it's going in that pile, baby. All right, last pack of this box. Hunter, if there's going to be a Mox Jasper, it's going to be this pack. My sources have told me that is the truth. Sunpetal Kieran into a nice little mythic that's going to end at Death Begets Life. Sorcery, it's a mythic. Destroy all creatures and enchantments. Draw a card for each permanent destroyed this way. That's pretty darn good. It is 8 mana, but the fact that you're drawing off that as well is pretty good. Then you get a Skirmish Rhino. This creature is so good. When this creature enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So if you've got ways to infinitely flicker this bad boy, you've won the game. And then a warrior token. Huge shout out to Adam and Justin for their pulls, because they got an Eric Mesa and a Draco Genesis, which are both really good mythics. All right, let's clean this up, and then with the magic of editing, Daniel will hook me up with a nice new fresh play space here. Boom, yes, with the power of editing, the screen is, or the play mat is now clear. We've got 2 Baldurs Gate collector boxes we want to crack into. We are still hunting for dragons. These came out, little synopsis here, these came out in 2022. So they are now going on 3 years old, but this is Commander Legends 2. But it had the D&D set, so it was just like Commander Legends 1. There was like some lands, like the land cycle, the commander specific lands, and some other stuff in these collector boxes that you could get. But the most important thing you want out of these are the ancient dragons. There's some other expensive stuff, but that's what we're after, is ancient dragons. Probably only 1 to 2 a box. They're hard to hit, and they're good. So we're gonna just fire it off with box number 1 here. Let's crack this bad boy open. Get that plastic off of there. Fun set too if you're just like a D&D fan, because there's a lot of like nods to D&D in here. So if you're playing Baldur's Gate and all that good stuff. But first up, we've got Gavin in for 3. It's hard to see that, but that is 3 for Gavin. So we'll put the top 3 here. We got 1, 2, 3. Pulled it exactly, so I think we're gonna have something good here. I have faith. I'm gonna start making songs for everybody. So Gavin, pack it up, yeah. All right, here we go. Armor of Shadows, Tiamat's Fanatics, Nefarious Imp, Bag of Holding, a Burnished Heart, a Mountain, into a Moss Diamond, into a Ellen Harbreeze, Scanos Dragonheart, a Flurberg Flutist, or is that rares, Harper Recruiter, an Owlbear Cub. About choked because I was trying to correct myself. Raised by Giants. These are the backgrounds. This was specific to this set where you could have backgrounds. Commander creatures you own have base power and toughness 10/10, and then our Giants in addition to their other types. And some of the, this is perfect timing, some of the legendary creatures in the set that you can run as commanders have choose a background. So you get to choose a background with them. Put that in the red. We've got Duke Older in the modular artworks. These look like the old D&D modular books. 9 Fingers foil for the dragon token. We'll just go through the commons and uncommons fast here. We have a Master Chef, Zevalor, Baloth, nice. This is a mythic. Choose a background. Creatures your opponents control with power less than Baloth. Power are goaded. This is a good goad commander. Whenever a goaded attacking or blocking creature dies, you create a treasure token. Great card. Reflecting Pool, nice land. Tap, add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. Bubble Saga, nice. This is in the etched foil. So the etched foils actually don't pringle quite as bad. So this one's not really too pringly. Lazil, and then a fraying line with a rabbit. Look at that harmless little rabbit there. Yeah, I don't think these should correct. They're not like overly pringled. I've seen stuff like the original Commander Legends stuff. Holy moly, they would pringle so hard. All right, Gavin, last pack. Let's get something good here. Hooray, hooray. Gavin's ice pack. Gavin's ice pack. You missed something. Gavin's ice pack. Planes. Hook of the Bat. I actually like this card. It's an equipment. Equipped creature has flying and haste. Equip 2. It's pretty fun. I mean, just a haste giver. So if like you're trying to get combat right out of the gate, that's great. Mighty Servant of Luco. Multi-class Bardic. A Jaheira's Respite. A Glunch. And the Etched. Oh, nice. And a Volo. The old school Volo. 2 and a blue. And this, I guess, no, this is the new Volo. There's 2 Volos. The other one is green, blue. And then Lazil's Acrobatics. Nice. All right, Gavin. I think the prices will be on the screen. If you pull anything crazy good, anything over $2, obviously I will price accordingly. So let me set your stuff over here with your card. I know what's what, and then I will sleeve your stuff accordingly. Ray in for 2 packs of Baldur's Gate. Ray said, bro, I want to hunt some dragons. I think it was Ray and Casey both who were shouting to the rooftops for us to open up, well, us, the patrons, to open up some dragons. You know, they wanted to hunt some Baldur's Gate dragons and AFR. I just couldn't find any AFR for a reasonable price. These I was able to obtain for a really good price, and then obviously I lowered the price. Nature's Lore, that's a great hit as a common. Just search later for a forest card, put that card on the battlefield, and shuffle. So Those always seem to hold. Arcane Signet's just a good utility card. But those Nature Lures always seem to hold like a premium just based on what they are. Noble Heritage, the green slime. You never want to run into slimes in D&D because they essentially just like eat you like acid. It's kind of painful. Windshaper Planter, Nine Fingers Keen, and the Etched. These etch cards turned out great. It was like subtle etching, whereas like the first Commander Legends had like etching and looked like straight up static TV. Shadowheart. Oh, nice. And these cards have definitely gone up, and this is going to be a nice hit for Ray. And Miriam, this is a dragon. Miriam, the Sentinel Worm, the Dragon Spirit. Miriam's just so good. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of it, except that token isn't legendary, so it gets around the legendary rule if that dragon is legendary. This card is bananas. Absolutely bananas. So that's a massive hit, Ray. Massive hit indeed. Those cards have definitely spiked in value, so prices will be on the screen here. Got Pack Attack, Mannergate, Fang Dragon, Skullport Merchant, Sigil, Plains, a Marble Diamond, Scanos the Dragonheart. These are the ones that had like the non-flying dragons. They kind of like Dragonborns, so they count. They're still dragons. Master Chef. Oh, nice hit! A foil Displacer Kitten. Displacer Kittens are great hits because you can bounce a lot of stuff with Displacer Kittens. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to one target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its control. So if it has ETB effects, Displacer Kitten's so good. From the Catacombs, Mirror of Life Trapping, and a Dynahair Invoke Adept, and a Jan Jansen. Jan Jansen. And an Eldritch Pact. Nice. And the full art foil. I like that. And there's the Undercity. If you get the initiative, you get to go to the Undercity. So there's a nice little token for you. All right, Ray, overall, I think you did fantastic. You hit a Displacer Kitten and a Miriam. Like, that's so solid. Alex also wants to hunt some dragons. So hunting dragons, we shall go. Good luck, Alex. They're out there. We have yet to hit an ancient dragon in this box. So there should at least be one, if not two. I don't know if I've seen more than two. Has anybody seen more than two get pulled? Here are the commons and commons. There's your land. The Cantor of Endless Water. I like this card. It's a playable little mana rock. Whenever you have no maximum hand size, you can tap to add one mana of any color. I guess, excuse me, the downside is it's 3. Most people like to have their rocks be 2, but I mean, I think that's pretty playable still because of the no max hand size, depending on the deck that you're playing it in. We got an Allura, the Wilson. The spell can't be countered. It's a bear, has Vigilance, Reach, Trample, Ward 2, and you get to choose a background. Wilson is actually sneaky good. I've seen some really cool Wilson builds. Also Jaheira, great because tokens you control have tap to add green, and you get to choose a background. Another good commander. Barakos, the party. Barakos, the party leader. This is a mythic. Barakos party leader is also, oh yeah, that's the one that counts for a cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard. Whenever he attacks, defending player loses X life, and you create X treasure tokens where X is the number of creatures in your party. Choose a background. Yeah, that's pretty busted right out of the gate, just because he's all those things in one. Sculpted Sunburst, Noble Heritage. That's a great background, right? Commander creatures you own have, when this creature enters the battlefield at the beginning of your upkeep, each player may put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature they control. For each opponent who does, you gain protection from that player until your next turn. Yeah, I've seen. That's a pretty sneaky good card too. Mazzy, the True Sword Paladin, and an Ethereal Survivors. Tiefling Peasants. These are like the half demon, the tieflings. Nice. And then a squirrel. Alright, next pack. Again, I'm not sure some of the fringe stuff that's got value to it, so prices will be on screen. So if I miss something and I just like breeze by it, just make fun of me in the comments and say, Shane, you don't know your prices, you fool. A blur. It happens in a blur. Then we got a Campfire, a Plains. Alright, we got Manathra, the Merciless Soul. Got the True Soul of Zilliot. We got back-to-back souls. Got a Dragon Artificer, Renari. You may cast dragon spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. Choose a background. That seems pretty good. Oh, boom! We got our first ancient dragon. Bum, 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 bum. This is ancient gold dragon. Let's go! The ancient dragon. Ancient dragon. Good job, Alex. You hit one. This is 5 and 2 white. This is the white ancient dragon. I love these because whenever ancient gold dragon does combat damage to a player, roll a d20. You create a number of 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature tokens with flying equal to the result. This is the foil version. I'm sure all these have gone up because, like I said, people are just after dragons. This is the regular art version, so I think that's good news. That means this box potentially has two, because I think most boxes have like the alt art, at least, maybe. I could be lying, I don't know. So we'll just stay tuned. Delayed Blast Fireball, Ravenloft Adventurer, Carlock, nice, and the Etchful. This card definitely has some value to it because of the video game, because this is one of everybody's favorite characters in the game. So this pack is absolute gas. Carlock, Fury of Avernus, Will, Blade of Frontiers. I think, isn't Will also in there? I'm not sure, but then nice, and a full art Blade of Sails. This is great. Quick creature has Myriad, equipped 4. Myriad basically makes a copy, taps and attacking of the creature that's equipped to whenever you attack. Some busted things can happen with Blade of Sails. So yeah, that pack was, how we like to say, loaded. Just like I like my baked potato, it was loaded, baby. It's a good one. I mean, they're all good. I'd say the worst one's probably the green one overall, just because of the +1/+1 counters, but that one's great. I've seen some games get one. If you have that dragon out with a Dragon Tempest and you roll pretty well, you're gonna be pretty happy with the result, because you're probably gonna win the game. We got an Allure on the Merry Thief, Tavern Brawler, Scion of Hallister in the Etch, White Plume Adventurer as a rare, Endless Evil as a rare, Pact Weapon as a mythic. Oh my gosh, Alex, I think I just saw that you're about to hit another Ancient Dragon. This could be a spoiler alert. Pact Weapon. Let's just talk about this Pact Weapon. As long as Pact Weapon is attached to a creature, you don't lose the game for having 0 less life. How fun. Whenever a quick creature attacks, draw a card and reveal it. The creature gets +X/+X until turn, and you lose X life, where X is that card's mana value. Equip, discard a card. So you can keep this on here. You can do some pretty cool shenanigans. But beware if you can't keep it on there. I got Bahal, Lord of the Murder. And then boom, Alex with the crazy luck. Back-to-back Ancient Dragons. This is the Ancient Brass Dragon in the alt art. This is the Black Dragon, lo and behold, because it's 5 and 2 black. Whenever Ancient Brass Dragon does combat damage to a player, roll a d20. When you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from your graveyards, from graveyards, not your graveyards, any graveyard, onto the battlefield under your control, where X is the result. So you can go and get a bunch of creatures depending on how well you roll. Boom, Alex with some crazy good hits, and a Zelfor in the module art with a boar. Just taking a sniff of those dragons as they come down. Man, Alex, 3 packs and you absolutely annihilated it with good luck. Man, is there a third Ancient Dragon in here? I don't know. We're about to find out, because Casey is in for the last 4 packs of this box. Be a three dragon box would just make my heart just so happy. So let's do it, Casey. Let's get this luck flowing. Let's get 3 dragons in this box. Let's get 3 dragons in this box. La 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 la. 3 dragons in the box. Let's get 3 dragons in the box. And that's the song. And you're welcome. Feel free to play that anytime. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes. I'm just kidding. Deadly Dispute, great card. Nameless Phoenix, into a swamp. Now for the good stuff. Marching Duodrone, a Guild Artisan. Nice, these lands are worth a little bit. Bountiful Promenade, these are the ones that come in untapped unless, or they come in tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. So typically it's a land that can tap for 1 or 2 colors, and it comes in untapped because you've got enough opponents to make it so. Deep Gnome Terramancer, Ascend from Avernus. There's Jaheira in the Etch. There's Raphael, the Fiendish Savior. This is a devil noble. He's a devil, but he's noble. He likes his wine, and he likes to... Oh my gosh! Holy Moses! Whoa, this is a 3... Bro, are you kidding me? This box is loaded! Oh my gosh, the foil modular Ancient Copper Dragon. This is the most expensive dragon in the set, and it's in the foil version. I think the most expensive version of it is the full art, but this one's still just crazy high. Holy moly, I was about to have a heart attack and go home to the family up above. Man, what a hit, Casey. Let's go. 3 dragon box. I've never seen it in myself personally. Awesome hit. Holy cow. Let's talk about Ancient Copper Dragon. This is the red dragon, if you can't tell, because it's mono red. Whenever Ancient Copper Dragon deals combat damage to a player, you roll a d20, you create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. Wowzers! And then a soldier token. Dare I say we go for 4? Is this a 4 dragon box? Can we complete the cycle? Is there like 2 more dragons in here? Do we get the green? What am I missing? Green and blue. That'd be crazy. I'm already satisfied seeing 3 dragons. Wow, that's crazy. I was not expecting that, Casey. What a hit. 3 dragon box. You've seen it here first on Southern Sorcery. Breaking news, spread it to the masses. Let's go. Join the Patreon, join in on this luck. You can pull some crazy stuff too, all for the low price of whatever you choose your tier to be. An island. Oh my gosh, I'm pumped, y'all. I'm pumped. Risla. I got a Hardy Outlander, a Flaming Fist. I was not prepared for that. Robe of the Archmagi. A Sevaric's Tome. Nice. A Sea of Clouds. Another one for the opponents. These lands, like I said, are great. They're all pretty solid hits financially too. This one's white or blue. Raphael. I see a full art card back there. There's no way. Bro, I'll lose my mind if there's another dragon in here. The Fiendish Saver. See, I told you he liked wine. He's in there drinking wine. So, you know. He's a devil noble. Oh, it's okay. I see what it is. It's a cool looking card. Financially, it's just not great. Ball, and then an Elementor. Nice, in the full art foil. This is the Planeswalker. I mean, he's pretty cool in the story. Dude knows some magic. He's just not great as a Planeswalker in the game of Magic. And there's the token for the initiative. Elementor, he is a Planeswalker. Planeswalkers are unique cards where they have like their own kind of life total with these loyalty counters. He is 3, a white and a blue, legendary Planeswalker. Excuse me. Whenever you scry, the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn costs X less to cast, where X is the number of cards looked at while scrying this way. And then he has +2. Draw a card, then scry 2. -1. Exile the top card of your library. Create a number of 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature tokens with flying equal to the card's mana value. And then he can be your commander, so you can run this Planeswalker as your commander. So pretty good hit nonetheless. It is a mythic. Financially, I just don't think it's a great mythic, but I saw that like that tinge of full art artwork, and I was like, no way, is that another dragon? I don't think my heart can handle it. There's an Oceanus dragon. Lord of mercy. There's dragons everywhere. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Charcoal Diamond, Scion of Halaster, Scion of Halaster in the Etched, Bahal, Tlinkali Hunter. This is a Scorpion Scout. That's absolutely terrifying, man. If this was the Bounty Hunter after you, like that's terrifying. Archivist of Ogma. That's another good hit. This card's got some value to it. It's got Flash, one and a white for a Halfling Cleric. Whenever an opponent searches their library, you gain a life and draw a card. So you can just flash it in when someone is fetching for something or tutoring for something. Shadowheart, Dark Justicar, an Astafarian the Decadent, and a White Plume Adventurer. And there's Boo from Minskin Boo. Nice little hamster guy. All right, Casey, last pack of the box. If this box does have another Ancient Dragon, it will be in this pack. My sources have told me that this is the way. This is the way. All right, let's look. We got a Stirring Bar. We got a Forest. Nice. I like this Lightning Bolt. It's one of my favorite artworks. 4 Lightning Bolts. The modular foil. I think that actually might be worth a buck or two. I'll set it in the cool pile. Renieri Merchant of Marvels, Candlekeep Sage, Intellect Devourer. These things are terrifying in the game of D&D because they legit, I think, eat your brains. Psionic Ritual, Morphic Pool. Nice. This is another land. So this is Casey's 3rd version of this. Casey, I think you did pretty good. I think going into it, we thought maybe all the luck was out because of Alex, but you have done well. Morphic Pool is the same type of land where if you have 2 or more opponents, it doesn't enter tap, and it can tap for a blue or black. So that's a good hit. Legion Loyalty. This is a good card too. This is an enchantment that gives creatures you control have Myriad. I love this card. I think it's so fun. There's so many cool ways to abuse these, especially creatures that have like attack effects, because now they're making copies of them and attacking each opponent you control. So great hit there. And then we got Duke Older Ravenguard, a human noble soldier. yes. Overall, this box was an absolute home freaking run. 3 Ancient Dragons, one of them being obviously the best hit you can get as far as dragons go. We saw Miram as well, saw Displacer Kitten, saw all kinds of cool stuff. So let's hope box number 2 is just as good. I mean, that's why these boxes are so fun, and that's why they're probably climbing in price too, because people love dragons. They're hunting those dragons just like we are. And so these types of boxes are going to become very expensive, I think. First up on this box, we have Justin in for 2. So we'll go 1-2 here for Justin. Justin, good luck, my friend. Justin hit a Draco Genesis in the Dragonstorm box, so let's get him some dragons that he can play for free. All right, we'll just put all of the commons here. Cut a deal, Geogolem Forest, Commander Lyra Porter, Tavern Brawler, a Far Traveler. We've got John Arinkis, Shattered One, Aboleth Spawn, Fish Whore. That's exactly what that is. If I saw that in the water, I would never go swimming again. An Owlbear Cub, Cultist of the Absolute, Gale Waterdeep Prodigy, Altar of Bahal, and a Sapperling token. It also looks kind of cute and scary all at the same time. All right, Justin, last pack for you, sir. We got a Blur, a Cliffgate, Gale Nurturer, Island, Charcoal Diamond, a Little Visitor, Minthara, Wand of Wonder, Stick Together, Mirror of Life, Trapping, Duke Older Raven card into an Ancient Gold Dragon. Let's go. I told you the singing was working, and here we are singing a song about an Ancient Gold Dragon. This is the same one that Alex pulled earlier. This is the one that makes 1/1 blue fairy dragon creatures equal to the D20 whenever you do combat damage with this beautiful creature. That's a 7/10 also, by the way. Heck yes, let's go. Let's go. Under Mountain Adventure as well, and a goat, because these boxes are the goat, the greatest of all time. Goat, GOAT. Justin did good. You hit an Ancient Dragon. Let's go. Right out of the gate. Pack number 2 of this box had it. Next up is me. I'm in for 2 packs. I had 2 packs left that they didn't want, and I couldn't get rid of them, so I said, you know what? I'll take them. I'm not scared. And you know what, guys? If you're still watching this video, I know it's a longer video. If you're still watching and I pull an Ancient Dragon, I'm going to give it away. So if you're here and you want to be a part of that giveaway and you've made it this far into the video, just comment and say, Shane, thank you. I would like that dragon, please. So let's see if we get a dragon here that I can give away. Even if I don't get a dragon, if I get something good, I'll just give it away. I love to do giveaways, so I'll just give it away. An Ellen, Agent Shadow Thieves, a Ballroom Brawl, Baloth, Windshaper Planner, Gale into a Dynaheme, and a Luxury Suite, a full art foil Luxury Suite. Nice. If you want this and you're wanting to do a giveaway, say, Shane, I would like this Luxury Suite. That's the best card we've pulled so far, I think. It's a good one. It's a full art foil. Pack right here. Again, just comment. Maybe no one's watching. This is a long video. You're missing out if you're not, because this box break has been so good. All 3 boxes have been great. Thieves' Tools, Tamira's Invoker. I love this because it's an Orc Rogue. Like, how inconspicuous can this giant Orc really be? You know, it's like, oh man, that's a misprint for show. Look at that. Or it's a miscut, I guess. Look how far up it is compared. It almost got cut like all the way down here. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this one was like that too. Maybe these two got kind of misaligned as they were getting cut off the printer there. Swiftfoot Boots, a Mountain Fireball, and a Haslin, a Cultist of the Absolute, Seasoned Dungeoneer, a Sin from Avernus, the Council of 4, Bane, and Raga Draga, Gorgut's Boss, the Undercity token. Cool. Yeah, so cool little sneaky bonus giveaway. If you're on this video and you've made it this far into the comments, let me know. Say, Shane, I'm here, I've watched, I want that Luxury Suite. Let me know. And Derek in for 1 sealed pack, so we'll never know if there's an Ancient Dragon in here. After that, we've got Adam in for 3. Adam had some good luck as well earlier today, so let's just keep the luck rolling and sing the songs. Good luck to Adam's next pack. Here we go. And here we go. Arcane Signet, an island. Set the commons and commons here. Marble Diamond, Flaming Fist, Uranus, the Council of 4. Hey, there's a dragon. I think this one has gone up as well, or is it the blue dragon? I'm not sure, but this one is a dragon horror, as it is a brain sealer dragon. So not that dragons aren't already scary, but this one is extra scary. 5 and 2 black. At the beginning of your end step, exile the top card of each opponent's library. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. Whenever a non-land permanent an opponent owns enters the battlefield under your control, they lose life equal to its mana value. So it's a very cool and sneaky dragon. I think prices again will be on screen, but I think that one has gone up because of all the dragon surges. Ravenloft Adventurer, Shameless Charlatan, Draga, and the Council of Four. Actually, this is probably my favorite module art because the four, they did really, just the detail on that like hand drawn is really cool. All right, Adam, next pack. I think that's it. That closes us out, right? Hunter's got 4. Yep. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Spoiler alert, Hunter's last on this one too. I'm hoping there's just more ancient dragons. That's what we want. We got a Gate, Poison the Blade. I love that card in the sealed events. I ran in that card came in so handy. There's another card that's kind of off center on how it was printed. A Swamp, a Nemesis Phoenix, a Rilza, Scanos Dragonheart, Caves of Chaos Adventurer, a Mocking Doppelganger, a Reflecting Pool, a Gorian the Wise Mentor, Jaheira, and a Basilisk Collar. Nice. I like that Basilisk Collar, the full art foil version of it. That's probably worth a buck or two, I bet. And there's Baldur's Journal token. All right, last pack for Adam. If there's gonna be an ancient dragon for Adam, it'll be in his last pack. My sources have told me that this is the way. Sword Coast Serpent, Navigation Orb, Marble Diamond, Swashbuckler, Marching Duodrone, Veteran Soldier, Flaming Fist, Call to the Void, Spectacular Showdown, the Elder Brain, another cool card, John Arenicus, Miriam, nice. Again, this is a really good hit because she has skyrocketed in price. Rightfully so, she's so good. So again, if you've got some that you've been sitting on, they are way up. We pulled a ton of Jahiras as well. And then a skeleton token. So Adam, I think overall you did pretty darn good. Once again, you got some really good pulls here. Set your stuff over here. Get it all sleeved up. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 packs. Hunter, the OG patron. Always got to give him his shine because he was the first one to ever say, Shane, I want to become a patron, and give us that awesome support. So from the bottom of my heart, I'll always shout you out, and I really thank you for being a patron. And you're just a good friend. You're just a good friend. There's a Nature's Lore for you, Hunter. A Stone Skin, which is a sneaky way for like creatures that can use their toughness to attack with to do some damage. Keep that in mind. A Mahadi, the Emporium Master. It's a cat devil. Woof. Don't think he's going to give you any good deals. A Kaga, Dragon Cultist. You got a Mythic here, a Storm King's Thunder, X and 3 red. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell X times. You may choose new targets for the copies. That's pretty fun. I like that. We got a Grail Philosopher. The Grails, that's right. They were like brains with beaks. I remember playing them in D&D. Playing against them. Baldur's Gate, nice. This is one of the better gates you can get if you try to win with the gates. Tap to add a color, then 2, and tap to add X amount of any one color, where X is the number of other gates you control. So there was that gateway to win. Gateway. A Mazzy in the Etched. And we got a Glunch, the Bestower, the Jellyfish, into a Caves of Chaos Adventurer, and the Boo token. Alright, pack number 2 for Hunter. Man, come on, box. At least give me 2 Ancient Dragons. The last one had 3. Are we gonna like level that out with just like an averages? So this one only have 1. I say no. I say we have 2. Come on, let's speak it into existence here. Let's get 2. 2 Ancient Dragons. That's what we want. At least 2. You got an Island, a Viconia, got a Master Chef, the Thrakus the Butcher. This is a dragon. You see this in actually a lot of dragons because remember, Thrakus the Butcher attacks double the power of each dragon you control until end of turn. So he himself is a dragon. He's a peasant, but even though he's a peasant, this man can hit pretty hard. Latzil, got a Durnan of the Yawning Portal, an Elementor Simulacrum. This card's really fun too. It's a mythic for 4 and 2 blue. It's an instant, and it says for each opponent you create a token that's a copy of up to 1 target creature that player controls. So in like decks that like double tokens and stuff, like this is pretty sneaky. I like this card. It's very fun. Got Jan Jansen and John Arenicus and a Gorian the Wise Mentor with an Undercity Initiative token. All right, next to last pack of the box here. Come on, let's see another Ancient Dragon. Give the people what they want, box. Please, 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 please. The Canter of Endless Water, full art, Dungeon Delver, Candlekeep Sage. Nice. We're not going to hit Ancient. These are good. Spire Garden. This is another of the lands. This is the one that taps for red or green. Those are always good hits. A Nelfshiny, a Beast Demon. Nelfshiny's got the big chest there, you know, and the hairy arms, the boar kind of face. It's definitely a demon, you know. Jahir's Respite. Nice. The etched foil Miram. We're definitely hitting Mirams, and I'm here for it because, like I said, these have gone up, so it's a great hit. Let's freaking go, baby. Oh, let's go. This pack is so gas. Miram, and then, oh my gosh, the full art version of Ancient Copper Dragon. If this was the foil one, the foil version of this is what the most expensive card in the box, in the set you can hit. Dude, just back-to-back Ancient Copper Dragons being in these boxes just makes my day. And then we got a Tasha the Witch Queen, which is also another one. Let's just, I mean, I'm gonna admire this one again. I gotta hit it myself. Just look how pretty that artwork is. Dragons, baby, let's go. And this one makes treasures. Did we talk about it last time? I don't even know if we had time to talk about it. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. It's a 6/5 for 6. One of the best, probably the best of the Ancient Dragon line that they did. And then nice, a full art foil Tasha the Witch Queen. The artwork on Tasha is really good. I can't remember if it's this or this. Is it Lolth, the spider one that's worth some money? His prices will be on screen. I don't know. It's another Planeswalker. She can also be your commander. Whenever you cast a spell that you don't own, create a 3/3 black demon. +1, draw a card for each opponent. Exile up to one target instant or sorcery card from that player's graveyard and put a page counter on it. Oh yeah, that's right. And then you may cast a spell from among cards and exile with page counters on them without paying its mana cost. That's pretty fun, I feel like. Especially in a Dimir deck, blue-black, it'd be fun. There's a Knight token. Gosh, back-to-back. Let's go. Let's go. Back-to-back boxes with multiple Ancient Dragons, and both of them having an Ancient Copper Dragon in them, which is the best dragon you can hit. These boxes were great. Like I said, man, just if you want to become a patron, it plugs itself, right? Hansland, we've got a Rareness, Bothersome Quasit. See how angry that cat is? Because it's messing with its, like, little Chaucer of milk. Like, bro, that cat's gonna eat you. Sculpted Sunburst, Nahira Wild Mage in the etched. We've got a Babala Saga the Night Witch and a Nahira Wild Mage in the module art with a Devil and Treasure token. Y'all did great, patrons. Y'all crushed it. There were 5 total Ancient Dragons across the 2 boxes. Other boxes I've opened in the past, it's been 1 in each box, so we definitely hit above average, I think, with both these boxes. What more can I say? Just congrats to everybody who participated in these box breaks. Again, if you made it this far in the video, go back and try to find the hidden little giveaway that I did, and let me know if you want that, and then I'll just ship it out to you. Whoever the winner is, we'll select it in a couple days, and you get a free card. But you have to go watch it and find what that card is, because I won't spoil it at the end of the video. But thank you so much for watching. I know this is a longer video, but I hope you enjoyed it on our hunt for dragons. This was an exciting and fun one. Until the next one, go check out all of our stuff, Patreon, our Discord, our deck techs, our other stuff. It's so cool, it's so fun, it's so exciting, and thank you again for all the support. It's been amazing. Until then, make good choices, have good times, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!